3, 2, 1.
Year final, two-wheel drive, leg 1.
So if we go for a final, leg number 1, two-wheel drive, led off from poleman Michal Orlowski. Him and Van Helmen's been ding-dong all through the weekend, very close out there through qualifying. See what happens in the final. He's been told Charles big mover all the way up to 8th already. Meanwhile at the sharp end, Orlowski from Van Helmen, from Jemison, Greg Williams, Alan O'Brien. Check him off as we go through. Van Helmen all over the back of Orlowski. Jemison's over, so drops him down to the 5 spot. Orlowski on 2 wheels, Van Helmen thinking of sending it. We're back under control. Orlowski just holding on to the lead there. Over the jump in front of the driver's stand they go. Orlowski just 3-4 car lengths ahead of Van Helmen. Very little in it. As we go around, 45 seconds quickly into this race, down the straight they go. First and second pulling away from the rest of the field. These two have been absolutely on it through qualifying. Bit of a gap back then to Greg Williams, who's holding his own there in 3rd. Jemison back through to 4th. So 24-8 from Orlowski last time through, 25-0 Van Helmen. Orlowski trying to stretch his legs at the sharp end. 0.2 of a second he pulled out on that lap. The gap is just 0.6 of a second. Then Jemison getting onto the back of Greg Williams there for the final podium spot. But remember, this is only leg number 1. We've got 2 and 3 still to come later on today. Orlowski just pulling away a little bit more from Van Helmen. Onto the straight they go, 1st and 2nd down the straight. So it's a 2-car race at the sharp end, and a 2-car race for 3rd and 4th. And a bit of a gap back to Alan O'Brien. Drivers for 4-wheel drive, F final, get yourselves ready, you are on next. So all eyes on the leaders. Wesley's made a mistake, so Orlowski got a bit of a break now. And Van Helmen got to watch out because Greg Williams and Ben Jemison are on the move, catching him. So Orlowski's lead now to 4.5 seconds over Van Helmen. Jemison all over the back of Greg Williams. He catches a pipe, so Jemo through to the 3 spot. Greg back to 4th. Very fast cars, both of those. So can Jemison do anything about Van Helmen ahead of him? We've got 2.5 minutes still to go, so only midway through the race. Down the straight goes Jemison. Orlowski just pulling out a little bit more. 4.5 seconds still the gap. Van Helmen, here comes Jemison, so keep an eye on the laps between those, and Greg Williams going with him. So last time through, Van Helmen's over again. So Jemison getting even closer to Van Helmen. Orlowski's kept out now and gone in this one. 6.5 seconds Orlowski's lead. Race is on for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And then a gaggle of cars there, and anything can happen. So Van Helmen's got to keep it rubber side down. For the final 1 minute 45, Jemison is on a charge. Here they come onto the straight. Van Helmen, Jemison and Greg Williams. Gap back then, Eugene Galley now up to 5th position. Slight bobble there for Van Helmen. Jemison getting even closer, 1 minute 20 on the race clock. We're not interested in that action, we all eyes on the position 2. Orlowski still leading from Van Helmen. Jemison, bit of a gap to Greg Williams. Van Helmen, oh, Jemo just catches the pipe and he's over onto the straight. Puts Greg Williams all over the back of him. At the end of the straight, Craig goes around the outside. Hard on the brakes, great drivers from them. Gives Van Helmen a bit of a gap now for the 2 spot. So it's back to 3 for Jemison. And Greg Williams now giving him the pressure. 55 seconds left on the race clock. Meanwhile, Orlowski back out at front, 9 seconds clear, smashing in fastest lap after fastest lap. It looks like Orlowski's got it all under control for leg number 1. Van Helmen should be alright in 2. Jemison not got it under control for 3 because Greg Williams still there right on his gearbox. 30 seconds to run. Greg's over, back on his wheels, gives Jemison a bit of a breather. Jemison's over onto the straight again, back on his wheels. 15 seconds, so this will be the final lap. 10 seconds on the clock. Orlowski might just sneak through for one more. Orlowski's going up on traffic, going through. He's through for another lap. The rest of you will be caught at the line, I believe, for Van Helmond. So Wesley Van Helmond comes round to finish second in leg number 1. Ben Jemison will get third in leg 1. Greg Williams fourth. So your leader and your winner of a final 2-wheel drive leg 1 onto the straight now. Down the straight he goes. Michael Orlowski bringing it home. Round of applause for your A finalist. Leg 1 goes to Orlowski.
A final 2-wheel drive leg 2.
So off we go. A final 2-wheel drive leg number 2, led off by Michael Orlowski. Brilliant start from the A finalists. That's how most finals should be started. Just what we want to see. Nice tidy start, get off the grid, and then go racing. So Orlowski, Van Helmond, Greg Williams, Jemison, Alan O'Brien, Halliwell. Orlowski's over, big mistake, coming across the line, drops him down to 4th. So Van Helmond got the break he needed. Greg Williams second, Jemison third, Michael Orlowski got it all to do now in 4th, got a fast car underneath him. He's not got track position. Greg Williams and Jemison battling for second, third, and Orlowski there in 4th. Let's see what pace he's got. Van Helmond knows he's got to go, he's got to get away if this is his chance. He's got to take the opportunity. So Van Helmond makes a mistake, he's over. So Greg Williams now your new leader from Jemison and Orlowski. So Williams, Jemison, Orlowski pretty much neck and neck onto the straight. They come, nothing in it. First 3 breaking away slightly from Alan O'Brien. Keep it tidy, drivers. Greg Williams hard upon the brakes there. Jemison just about gets on the brakes as well in nick of time. And Orlowski there. So these guys, fantastic level of quality between them. You've got national A finalists. You've got European A finalists, European champion 20 years ago. World A finalist with Orlowski and Jemison all over the back of Greg Williams. Into the bottom of the come, first, second and third. All eyes on the leaders. Apologies to the rest of you, but we're watching the race at the sharp end. Brilliant landing from all of them as they go over the jump. Greg Williams, Jemison. Jemison wants to go attack, but he's got to watch out because Orlowski's there right on his heels. Orlowski closing in on Jemison, putting the pressure on. Jemison trying to go for a move on Williams, and Williams holding his line. Only approaching half race distance. Jemison looking at the mover at the inside, but Greg Williams shuts the door. Nothing in it. Absolutely brilliant racing from these 3 out front. Down the straight they go. Greg just gets a little bit wide. Jemison gets a run on him down the straight. He's thinking about it. He's thinking Orlowski's off in the scenery. Back on his wheels. Quickly Marshall. So Jemison not got to watch his mirrors. All he's got to do is focus on the car ahead of him, which is Greg Williams. Greg Williams, Jemison, and then a bit of a gap to Orlowski. Oh, Jemo's up on 2 wheels, just saves it. Doesn't need marshalling, but it's cost him another couple of tenths. So Greg Williams leads as they hit the line. By 6 tenths of a second. Orlowski, another 6 tenths back. Greg up on the pipe. Jemo doesn't quite get through. They're back together as they were. A couple of laps to go. Williams, Jemison, Orlowski. Jemo makes a mistake. Orlowski through. Tidied up, please. Wait for him, Ben. Well done. Great racing there. So Jemo knew he made the slight mistake. Give it back to Orlowski. So giving a break to Greg Williams. 1.5 minutes to go. Orlowski and Jemison got some pace in them cars. Can they catch Greg Williams once again? Keep an eye on the clock and the lap times as they go through. So Greg Williams coming onto the straight now. Here comes Orlowski. So just over half a length of straight is the lead for Greg Williams. which in real time is 1.4 seconds. Last time, oh, Greg's over, he's made a mistake. Orlowski now back to the point. Oh, watch out, Scale, didn't nearly had you. Jemison back to the 2 spot. Greg Williams 3rd. And watch out, because that man Helliwell is there in 4th position. And what happens in leg number 1? So Orlowski, Jemison, 1.3 seconds a gap. Then Greg Williams, then comes Helliwell. And Alan O'Brien, Will Venable, Steve Lawson, Eugene Galley and Charles Frontrish, your 4 in order. 25 seconds to go. Orlowski got this lap and 1 more to go. Jemison absolutely pushing on down the straight to go. We'll check him off this time. Orlowski 23.9. Jemison made a mistake. Tidy it up, please. So Ben and Greg costing each other a little bit of time there. That man Helliwell done exactly the same as leg 1. Sits there in 4th position. And he's through to 2nd place. Down the straight for the final time. Michael Orlowski bringing it home to take a final. Leg number 2. And make it 2 from 2 for Orlowski. So Michael Orlowski wins legs 1 and 2. Round of applause please for Orlowski.
A final 2-wheel drive, leg 3.
So off we go for a final leg number 3, led off by Michael Orlowski. We know Orlowski's already wrapped it up in 2-wheel drive with wins in legs 1 and 2. Looking at results, it's all to play for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Jemison, Greg Williams, Helliwell, Van Helmond, any of those can get runner-up spot from what we're working out on race control. Orlowski opens up down the straight, already pulling away. Look at the lead. Orlowski stretched his legs to a 2-second lead already over Van Helmond. Greg Williams and Ben Jemison. So Michael Orlowski coming through the double left-handers. Onto the straight he goes, down the straight. Orlowski checking out and going already. Van Helmond 2nd, Greg Williams 3rd, Jemison 4th. 1 minute quickly into this race. Orlowski's lead 3.2 seconds already. Saying that is over. Orlowski's made a mistake, so Van Helmond to the point. So Orlowski was absolutely on it. 3 seconds clear and Van Helmond's through now after the mistake. Shows how hard Michael was pushing on. Van Helmond holds his line nicely. Oh, he goes slightly wide. Orlowski coming up the inside. He'll wait for Van Helmond. Just tagged him as he went through. Costing them both some time, that is, but they've got some pace in them cars. This is going to liven it up now a little bit. So out front now, it's Greg Williams leading your A final 2-wheel drive leg number 3. From Ben Jemison, from James Helliwell, Wesley Van Helmond, Eugene Galley, Michael Orlowski. Van Helmond makes a mistake onto the straight. So Orlowski up another position. Greg Williams' lead, 1.7 over Ben Jemison. Into the bomb hole he goes. James Helliwell just another second further back. And Orlowski is now up behind Helliwell in 4th position. Greg Williams from Ben Jemison. Oh, Gemma absolutely ragging it through the middle of the track there. Gets away with it. 1.2 second the lead for Greg Williams over Ben Jemison. Orlowski all over the back of Helliwell. Helliwell making that car as wide as he can. Orlowski coming onto the straight. Try and get a run at Helliwell. Down the straight they go. Drag race down the straight. Orlowski roll at the end of the straight. Cost him a few more places. So Greg Williams, Ben Jemison, James Helliwell. Eugene Galley now up to 4th. Will Venables up to 5th. Alan O'Brien and Michael Orlowski. Onto the straight goes Greg Williams. Ben Jemison. Gemma's just closing a few cents this lap. He's absolutely wringing its neck. He took half a second from Greg Williams. 0.7 the gap over the line between the leaders. Through they go, passing the driver stand now. Greg Williams got Ben Jemison giving it everything. Helliwell 3rd, Eugene Galley closing in on Helliwell for third and fourth. Down the straight they go. Greg Williams from Jemison. He's closing all the time. Is Jemison right up behind him. 0.2 of a second the gap. You don't need me to tell you that. You can see it yourself. Through the middle of the track they go. Down into the bomb hole. Turning right. And Jemison looking up the inside. Greg Williams shuts the door. Both great respect from these drivers. Through the track they come to the left-handers. Greg Williams and Jemison not putting the wheel wrong. Down the straight they go. 1 minute 10 left on the race clock. Just been told this is a race on between Greg Williams and Ben Jemison for second and third, maybe on the podium overall. Through they go, past a driver stand, 55 seconds on the race clock. Wheel to wheel action there. What a way to finish the two-wheel drive leg number 3. Greg Williams holding his line. Jemison trying everything he can. 40 seconds to go. This lap and one more lap we believe for the leaders. Greg Williams is over. Jemison through to the lead. Greg makes a mistake. Halliwell not close enough to get anything more from that than third. So Ben Jemison just got to go round for this lap and maybe one more. 20 seconds on the race clock. As he hits the line, this will be the final lap. Jemison goes through now. Greg Williams, the gap is 1.8 seconds. So Jemison's got to keep it rubber side down for the final lap. So I'll send the leaders there. Thank you. Great driving. Jemison goes safe over the jump in front of the driver's stand. And there's the 5 minutes. So it's to the line. Down the straight goes Ben Jemison. Trying to bring it home for a final victory. Leg number 3. And there he goes. Ben Jemison takes victory in leg 3. We'll work out the overalls. We think he might be second. Greg Williams just over a second back in second, and James Halliwell third, Eugene Galley fourth, and Alan O'Brien in fifth.
Good driving, guys.
Andrew.